So we've got another little project on the bench, which is a Sanyo VTC5000, a very popular deck for its day. Actually, I think about 1983 or 1984, it was the best-selling video recorder you could buy in the United Kingdom. The trouble with this is it is chewing tapes. It was purchased off of eBay, site unknown, and this switch here actually is the sensor for telling us that the tape is in place. Also ejects it as well, but if we press that down, that should, when we've got it powered up, start the lacing process. That is your record erase tab switch. So let's press it out of standby. You can already hear what the problem is. Press this. And imagine we've got a tape in there, so there, and press play. So that spins, but as you can see, it is not turning the actual real idler itself. So the belt has gone, and it's a very small belt between the two. So if I press stop, desperately tries unlacing, but as you can see, it is not making contact with that idler. So we're going to have to get the tray out and go from there. The thing to remember about the Sanyos is, unlike the Sony Betamax machines, they stay unlaced during rewind and fast forward operations. Yeah, you can actually see that. So little cog there should be spinning whenever you go into a particular deck function. So let's get that belt off and let's see if we can sort this out. So what I've done is I've turned the idler inside out. I've also found this very small belt which was in a video kit for VCR that we don't have within our respective collections. That is the old belt. As you can see, it's very dry, crusty, and has actually maintained the shape perfectly. It should actually spring back to a more circular shape, but that has had it. The new belt is fitted, and if I rotate the motor, you can see that that's now engaging on each of the spools. We've given a bit of a clean up in here with the isopropyl. Now we've got to put on the eject mechanism, which will go and meet up with this here. So this actually goes underneath the eject button there and goes on like so. So under, meet up behind, I believe, which will be, actually I think it goes over, sorry. So that goes over like that, on like so, and that should, that's in place. Once that is in place, like that, because that's already out, that's actually going to be engaged, or rather there's actually not going to be locked in place, but that will go over there, that will screw into place, and that will be that. Let's get that put back in. And in a second we will come back and I will show you what you need to do with the transport itself. Actually, we may actually be able to do that very quickly. So back into here with this one, like so. Let's grab a screwdriver, and yes, I know it's a flat blade into a crosshead.
It's a crosshead.
There's a crosshead right next to me, but I'm just being lazy. Right, go on then, screw that one up. For the haters who are going to hate.
You okay, Han?
Spelt H8
Niners.
and G-U-N-N-A. Gunner. Haters gonna hate.
VTech.
VTech kicked in, yo, and scan lines. PVMs.
Banging the rental.
Banging the rental. It's all going to be on audio. This is one of my more amusing videos, I think, because I'm with my friend Alex, so We just have a laugh whilst we do these sort of things.
This is edited compared to.
Yes, it's edited compared to what we normally say.
It wouldn't be broadcastable.
It would not be broadcastable and may actually be liveless.
This is a family channel.
Family channel. So basically, this will go into there, and then these will screw down into the respective positions. So I'm just going to stop the video and get that sorted out. Welcome to this video. Today we're looking at a Sanyo VTC5000. Now this deck has some unusual function syscon faults, or mechacon rather, so it's mechanical rather than anything else, probably electronic eventually. So it's mechanical deck control rather than capstan or head sink at the moment. So I've already replaced the very small drive belt driving the idler, and this is basically what seems to happen. So put the tape in. If I do a fast forward, okay, it seems to work. Do a rewind, that also seems to work. I wasn't doing this last time, it's typical, but it seems to start working. Do a play. Do a stop. Actually, do a pause. Do a replay again. Do a stop. Then do a rewind. Okay, that's fine. Do a fast forward. Also fine. So it doesn't look like we've actually got any problems with this now. However, I haven't actually connected it to the TV yet, so we may still have the weird issue that we had earlier. What I am going to do as a first instance is to get the lid off, and let's take a look and see if there is anything in here that we can lubricate and clean. I'm thinking switch lubricant or switch cleaner, and also a bit of grease on the loading ring. That would definitely be a good call. So on these you have 3 screws at the back. Now incidentally, this machine, the VTC5000, was the best selling video recorder of any format in the UK in either, I think it was either 1982 or 1983. So at one point Betamax was actually outselling VHS in the UK. So that's off. We now need to remove this cover here. To do that we need a flat blade, little T's under there, and out it pops. Then these will undo. 1 and 2, and we eject the cassette. That will lift off. Those will come out, and this will go forward and up like so. And up, off. We'll take this off because we want to lubricate the loading ring. we go. So within here you have the head disc. On these Sanyos and also on later Sony decks, the upper head drum doesn't actually rotate. You have a head disc which sits in between these two stationary parts of the head drum, and it's the disc that rotates internally. There are benefits to this, there are negative sides to this. Some people argue that just having the individual head disc rotate produces less wear on the cassette. Other people argue that if you have the no rotation of the head drum, you're actually adding more wear and tear to both the upper head drum and the cassette itself as well. On Betamax machines, you've got the audio and control heads around here. Erase head is here, and this and that are two of the end sensors. So the end sensor, oh Christ, sorry. On a Betamax cassette, the end and starting portions of the cassette are made out of metal. So whenever a cassette engages or disengages, it is that piece of metal that comes in contact with the end, or but either the end sensors. So there's a nice big cog here that makes contact with the loading ring. I'm actually going to dab quite a nice bit of lubricant on that, and I should be able to fake a load if I press that down and hit play. Perfect. And stop. There we go. Need to smudge a bit more on that lower one, I think. So there we are. And where do we want to go with this one? We want to go into there. Into here. And into there. Okay. So that is the loading ring lubricated. Actually, I just realised I need to lubricate the outside of it as well. So, smudge of grease there. And yeah, I think we're good on that. So, oh, incidentally, that's the moisture sensor. If that is illuminated, the dew lamp on the front of the machine illuminates, or if that's moist rather. So fake the cassette. So that's the sensor there. So press that down, you can press play. Oop. There you go. Press play. Stop. Yeah, that's going through quite nicely. Nicely lubricated. Right, let's try it with the cassette now. There we go. You can see one of the big differences between VHS and Betamax is on Betamax the whole of the cassette pretty much comes out, whereas on VHS only a portion of the cassette is taken out around the head. The jury is out as to which system is the best. Betamax's system known as the Omega wrap, because it makes like an Omega symbol, states and actually originates from the U-matic format. VHS's U-wrap or M-wrap originates from, well, it's just a VHS thing really. Video 2000 has a weird combination of the two, because on Video 2000 the video audio heads I think are at the back of the machine, so the tape has to actually go out and around the head to meet up with the audio head around the back of the machine. Bit of a strange one. However, with Betamax this is how it seems to be, and it does seem to work fairly well. Unique feature on this machine is the fast forward feature is a single touch, and you don't need to hold it. It does have, which the C5 doesn't, a full colour pause if I remember rightly. That seems to be working okay, so let's just hit stop and eject. Let's see if there is anything else that we can potentially lubricate. I think we've caught all of the major touch points on this. I can't remember if these have any form of mode switch or not, because it's been quite a long time since I've been inside one of these, and because they're so damn reliable, there isn't actually much that goes wrong with them. So what I will do is flip it over, and we'll get the bottom off. It's just falling out. Oh, that always comes out. That is an RF board. So let's just push that into there. Keeping your fingers away from the power supply, lower it down. So 6 screws on the underside, and we'll be getting into there next time. If you have found this interesting, don't forget to hit that like button. Also consider subscribing for more upcoming fascinating hobbies, and hit the notification bell and all that stuff. See you next time.